Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and our daily, which is, of course, Tents and Trees. It is November 22nd. Let's get at it. Let's get going. So, let's get into here. No, we're not doing you. We're jumping right down to here. We're gonna get moving. All right, do we have any big ones here? How's everyone doing, by the way? Seeing if we have any big digits. We don't really, so I'm gonna have to pick at this guy a little bit to see what we've got. And we'll go from there. So let's just breeze through this portion of the selection process and see what we have. And I've got another bit of muck on my lenses, which is annoying me, but if I don't stare at it, it won't be a problem. All right, let's see if we can figure out where we've got something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can do some work over here for these guys at least. Not on you. Not on, well, I guess we can, because we know only 2 of these can be in, so these guys can't be. But that's not the kind of stuff I want. This 3 here, I can do a little bit of work, because I can get rid of all those. 1, 2, this 4, we can get rid of these, and, well, I just lost the sight of that row for some reason there for a second. This 1, there we go. We're finally into this thing. Now we can just run. Because I think that's going to give us some stuff. Yeah, we had some stuff over here that 4 gave us as well, but now we've got a bunch of stuff we can really sit on. All right, let's see. So that's going to say you have to go here. That's going to finalize that. This guy's good to go. This 3 now can be finished. You're out of here. You guys all have to be in. That finished this 2 up here and the 3. This 3 is done. This 2 is done. The 1 and 2 can go. What about this 3? Yep, we can do you. Keeping an eye on it crossed here just to make sure we have everything set. That guy's done. This guy's done. You could have never been in anyway. You have to finalize you. Good. We need 2 of you. Not great. We need 1 of you. It's fine. Well, 1 of you here pushes you out and puts you in. That sets off all this other stuff as well. That's going to finish the 3. And this 2 will set the rest of it. Okay. A little bit of coffee to get things moving again. All right, let's see if this guy, we've got a couple of big uns here. Let's see if we can figure out which ones are which. Let's start with the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not great. And we're rhyming. Good. All those are out though, so let's try to find something else. There might be something that's just a given in like one of these corners, but usually when I see some big numbers, we try to jump onto those first. So let's do the cleanup on this 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. Not great. That's a corner. Okay. For some reason, these big numbers aren't giving us anything. Let's try this 6. 2, 4. Oh, wait. Got to get rid of all the stuff first before we start counting. That's not really all that helpful, but we can get rid of you and you. I'm waiting for one of these guys to just say, hey, I'm ready to go. Click on me, but we're not there just yet. What about this 6 up top? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again, so we get rid of you. Maybe that starts whittling away at this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not really, but we can get rid of these guys. And I think we can get rid of, well, here we go. There's something at least we can get started with, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if we were to, 1, 2, 3, yeah, if we were to get rid of either or both of these, we'd be breaking the puzzle. So that guy has to also get out of here. Don't want to see your face again. Go away. All right, anything else now that's opening up? Because we are starting to pick apart this guy a little bit, but it's requiring more work than I was initially wanting. We probably have something in one of these guys. I just haven't seen it yet. I'll try to keep my eyes open for anything that looks suspicious. But I don't quite see anything yet. Okay. Let's keep cleaning up, and then we'll do a search for the next place we can actually get it. You're a corner, by the way, so get out of here. You guys can't be in. And I think we've done all the cleanup we can do now. So let's start digging into this guy. Find something we can work with. Not seeing it just yet on the verticals. Oh, the one here actually is useful. That's going to start maybe something. Did that tell us this one? Because only one of these two can be in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there we go. Not you. You. Get rid of you and you. That's going to start setting all of these guys off. That's perfect. Not you. Go away. You and you. All right, that's a good one. A good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still there, not quite. See if we opened anything up on some of these other guys now that we've taken out a lot of this upper portion here. Doesn't really look like it, but maybe we have to come back around the other way. Like this 2 says you guys are out. That's going to finish this 6 and finish the 2. Those are the kind of things we want to see. Now this 6 is done. You have to go here, which is going to force all of you guys to start working. And that finished this 1 off, which is going to get us into these guys. Good. Now is this 5 or 6 usable? Yes, the 6 has 2 here. Not you. This 5 has to put you in and you. That finishes our 3. We also had something down here I saw, which we can pop down there. That's all good. This 5 as well now is all open. And do we have more we can do on this 5? I don't think so just yet, but you're out of here. 4, 5, 6. We can do a little bit of cleanup down here and then get some more movement. Now we know one of you will finalize. Only one of you 2 can be in, so we need these other 2 to be in. That's going to finish this 4 and that 5 back on itself, as well as the 2. Good. All right, what else? Let's move up the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite on you. These guys, no. You 2 can't be in. I'm sure we probably have something hidden in here that I could find, but yeah, like this 2 is good. That's going to put you down. The 1 is done, so let's get rid of all that and put the corners out. That's going to plop you in. And one of those 2 and one of those 2. That's not much work for us there. Anything across the board now that we've cleaned up. The 7 has to finish, which finishes our 4, which gets us these guys. That 3's done, that's done, those guys are all done. The 2 actually is done. That's going to be enough to clean up this 5, I believe. 3, 4. Oh, no, it's not, because one of those 2 is left over. So we got to finish one of these horizontals to get to that guy. But we can put you in. And then there's something in here I thought I might have seen, like you can't be in. The 4, there it was. These guys have to go like this, which is going to force you. And the 2, it's still one of those, and the 5 is still one of those. That didn't get us there to cut across any. Yeah, it did the 4. That gives us this 4. That gives us the 2. Now it's all starting to weave its little web here and put you down. Perfect. All right, little ad break. Good time for glasses cleaning. All right, let's go to this pack. Let's move on to the next one. This one, of course, goes down to the lower one because we have the less clue version. So let's go through this one real quick. I didn't see any big numbers, so I'm going to do some cleanup first. And then we'll work from there. Let's see if we have anything you can't be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, this 3, there we go. Just had to find him. All those are out. One of those 2 is left. Did that give us any traction on these other guys? You can't be in, which means you are. And then these guys are all in. That's going to finish this 2. We know one of those 2 is, so those are out. And don't know much more there. The 2, though, we can put those in, so we will. That's going to finish these 2 off. And say this 3 has to go here. Now you have to be in. Corner. The 1, not quite. Those guys, not quite. The 3, that's where it is. That's where it's at. And that's going to then set these guys off. And you. Cool. think we had another 10 by 10 coming up after this one too, so let's get on to that one. Yep, let's start with our 4. We can do that one right off the bat. That's a good bet. Now you're there, you're there, you're there, so you have to be in. You're a corner piece. You guys are out. Okay, it seems that's as far as we go there. Let's try to find some of these other guys cutting across for us. No. No. All right, let's do some more cleanup then. And see what we can find. Get rid of all of you. Oh, the 1 was what we needed up here. Just didn't see that guy sitting there. Good. Now, what else do we have? These guys are still not really... Oh, but here, we've got a spot we can work with. That finishes the 1. That's going to clean up some stuff, hopefully. At least enough to give us something across the way, because those guys can't be in anymore. These 2 can't be in anymore. Can you... Yeah, you could still be in. Oh, one of these 2 is, so this one has to. That forces these guys to go. That forces you. And then... What else? We know one of those, we know one of those. These are all done. That's not telling us a whole lot. The 2 says you can't be in. And... Well, I guess we know that both of these can't be in because we know one of those 2 has to be in, so this one is in. Again, not the greatest bit of info there, but it's there. What am I not seeing on this guy? You can't be in. There's something here that's just really in front of my face and I'm not pulling it out for some reason. Why is that? Because it doesn't look like any of these clues are telling me anything, but obviously they are. We've clicked on all these guys, right? Got rid of everything we can. So there has to be some... Oh, the 1. There it is. Why didn't I not see you? What's one bit of information I'd say? It's not necessarily the be-all, end-all. Okay, again, we have one of these 2 has to be in, so this one has to, which then is going to set these guys off. Okay, there it was. That's going to give us these guys. Going to finish you, you, and you. Okay. Moving on to the next pack. And I think we were going to get one of the no-mos in. The other one has like an 11 by 11 that I probably won't want to dig into. So let's get into this guy. You have to be in, so you have to be in. I don't see any big numbers to really work with here, so it looks like we're going to have to dig into this one as well. So let's just click on all this stuff and move from there. All right, what did that do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this guy has to be in, and then anything that removes both options will be out. So that's all of that. Did that clean up any of these other guys? Not necessarily, but this 3 is also nice. Let's get him going. That's going to force a lot of things, actually. Gets you out of here, puts you in. That's going to give us this 4. Now, I think we can rule in one of these guys, right? Because you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. You. Well, no, we couldn't. I thought we were going to put this guy in, but we can't. Let's go back down here and say you guys can't be in. That's going to force these guys to be in. Oh, I thought that was going to finish something for us, but it didn't. What else then? The 4, we still can't quite... Oh, we can get rid of you. So that forces you to be in, which forces you to be in. There it is. Okay. Now we can get rid of these 2 and put these 2 in. And this guy is now good, which is going to give us this guy, which is going to get rid of you. Good. Now you have to be in, and I think we're mostly down to just finalizing a couple little things here, but we're going to find that out here in a second. I guess you have to be in. You can never be in, so you 2 are. The 2 says you can't ever be in. The 3 has to just be done, which is going to finish the 2 and put you there. That means this 2 has to be in, and that's going to finish this guy off. Perfect. All right, one more. I didn't see what the size of this next one was. Wasn't paying attention. It's a decent size one. Let's get into it. 0's out. Let's start on the 5, see if we get anything given there, because only one of these 2 can be in. Yeah, so these guys all have to be in. Then we can just get rid of a ton of info. I think we take out almost the entirety of this section. The 2 is going to be the same. Only one of those can be in, so this one has to now. And then corners everywhere. You can't be in. Let's do the cleanup down here. I wonder if this 1 is going to tell us any of these guys that has to be. No, it doesn't. Okay. All right. Well, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing then. We're going to keep cleaning up because we need to do that to see what the heck it is we've got going. You're out. Actually, you right here. Just saw you. That's going to put a bunch of stuff on the line. So let's do all that. Corner. Okay. Now we're starting to get a little cleaner here. What else do we have? These guys aren't quite resolved yet. The 3 here, this guy, that might do a little bit of work for us. We know only one of those 2 can be in, but I don't think we can use that just yet. You can't ever be in because of what you remove, so you have to be. And we know one of those wasn't, so that's out. These other guys are not quite low enough yet. Okay. Where do we have something we can hang our hat on? Let's find it. Where are you? Oh, you right here. That should hopefully set off a big old chain reaction. Yes, it will. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. You, and you. That's going to give us this 1 now. 5s and 2s finalize themselves without us having to worry about them. You now have to go here. You can't ever be in, so you and you have to be, and you as well. Good. This guy here has to go, so you have to go. And this is the last of that 2, so these guys are going to pop. Corner. This 3 is now finally able to be used. The 2 is finished. This 3 has to be done. We can put that guy there. Put you in, and then we can probably work out, once we get rid of the options here, yeah, where all this stuff goes. And that's going to push you in. Good. All right, we should be into our no grass, no mow grouping now. Yeah, this one has a 6x6 and 8x. This one had an 11x11, so it probably won't get into it. So let's try the 6x6 and see if we can figure it out. These 3 are just givens. That means these guys all attach. There's only 2 options left on the 2 now, so it has to be you guys. There's only 1 option left on the 3 now, so it has to be you guys. This 2, we're taking one of those guys. This 1 is done, which actually means one of these 2 is in, so you can't be in for you, but I guess we already knew that. What else does that say? It tells us actually this 1 is just done, because this guy has to be the one that's in, which means this guy has to be the one that's in. All right. Let's try this last guy now. Let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, this one's going to be a little tougher. Well, maybe not. I was going to say there's not any big clues, but we can look on this 2 right here. We can say those are the only 2 options. So let's start there. That finishes the 1 entirely. Do we use that in any way? Or actually, let's go to the 2. One of these 2 is in and this one, so that's going to give us one of the options. Now, we know, again, none of these can be in, but I don't think that's giving us anything. 2 of those 3. Oh, wait, let's go to this. No, he's not good either. I was going to say we had some options, or we have a reduction there, but we don't necessarily. This 2 we do. We know one of those 2 will be in for this guy, and then one of these 2. But again, it's not quite enough. All right, one of these is going to give us something. We got to find the right one to look at. So where are you? What about this 1? Yeah, there it is. This 1 clue. There's only 1 spot left that can go. It's you. And that now removes all of these options. And it also tells us about this 2 that we just speculated on, that you have to be in. And now all of you guys are out. And I think we only have 1 option left on this 2, which is here. That's going to take you out of business, and then we're going to go back to this 2 like we just said, where we said it could be 2 of these 3. Well, now it can only be these 2. What else does that now say? What about this guy? He has to... We can't have you. Can't have you. So it's one of these 2. It doesn't actually tell us which one is which, I don't think, yet. And this 2 is saying it's either you or one of those 2, which we already kind of worked through. This 2 is one of those 2. This 1 is one of those. Okay, one of these guys is going to, again, tell us something. We just got to find it. Where the heck are you? So this entire right side is done with. So let's maybe think there. And we've already taken care of all these guys, though. All right. What is it? What is it? Might have to be thinking more in concert with one of these, one of those types of situations. You and you are the only options on this one at the moment, but you're still options. You and you as well. And does actually... That... No, I guess it... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It means one of these 2 will always be in, so you can never be in. I should have seen that when I was thinking about these 2. This guy can't be in because we've removed both of those options, and then one of those has to be in. Well, if you can't be in, you can't be in, you can be in, you have to be. Okay, there it is. Now that's going to tell us this 2 finishes here. This 2 is done. So this one had to come back over here. That guy's done. Now this guy has to be the last one. There it is. All right, I think we got through this pretty good. You know, I think we've got time. We're pretty early today, so I'm going to run into this other group. I didn't do the ad on this one, so I'll just cut that out as I edit here, but we'll do another little pack here, the 8x8 and the 10x10. Be right back. All right, we are open. Let's get at them. Got to remember I can click. Usually when we do the no grass ones, I set my brain to like, you can't click on anything for the rest of the recording, but got to get that together. Those guys have to be done. You have to be here and here. Now, these guys here have to be done. You can't be, you can't be. You guys are all just done, so let's just click on you and get you out of here. These guys have to be in. You, none of you. You guys are done, so you and you. Okay. And we'll get one more done for this little bonus pack here. All right, what are we going to do? Let's think about... You have to be in. Well, you couldn't be in because of that corner. That's what forced that one. Let's get rid of these guys. And you can't be in because of the 3. And we know only one of those 2 can be in, so you are. And we get a 1 that's done, so let's just click on that and save ourselves some clicking time. And then we'll do our final bit of cleanup. All right, what do we got left over? The 3, we can get him going. One of those 2 will be in. The 4, we can also get going. It's going to finish you off and put you in and finish the 1. We have this guy here, which is going to set all of these in motion. That finished most of that stuff and put you on board. You're good. And you had to be the last one for the 3, which finishes that. This 2 now is done, and so is the 3 and this 2. Once I get finished misclicking. We've got you left, and you. Perfecto. Muy bien. Alrighty, so there we go. We got through all those in less time than normal, even with the little bonus pack, so cool. Fun puzzles. Really just felt like doing a little bit more because it felt like we had just not taken enough time, so do what I want. That's what I do. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this one. That was, of course, again, the daily Tents and Trees for November 22nd. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.